Hello, darlings. We're getting back into the Winged Pharaoh book. Today we're going to do chapter 3, and I might go farther. We'll see how we're doing on time. I apologize for the loud sound in the background. Someone's doing yard work, but it is what it is. Hopefully you can still bear with me here. Again, I own no rights to this book in any way. If you like it, you should go buy it. It's by Joan, and it was published first in 1937. Here we go. Chapter 3, Dream Country. One day, when I was 3 years old, I was with my mother by the swimming pool. One end of it was quite shallow, and I could stand there alone. I took off my necklace of lapis and shell beads and my little white linen kilt and played in the water, banging it with my hands so that the drops leapt into the air. When I had finished with the water, I ran about in the sun without my clothes on, and I picked some flowers and made them into a bunch to give to Nea, who was out with my father. Then Mata came and said that it was time for me to go to bed, but I didn't want to go, and I said, "No, won't," because I wanted to stay with my mother in the sun. Mata looked very stern and as tall as one of the pillars in the great hall. I jumped back into the pool and splashed very hard so that she couldn't come near me without getting wet. And then Mother asked me to come out, so I did. Mata got cross, so I lay on my back and yelled very loud, "I won't go to sleep. I won't go to sleep. I won't." And I drummed my heels on the ground so that she would know I really meant it and stop bothering me. This was a good idea because Mother told Mata to leave me alone with her. So Mata had to go, and I was very pleased. Then Mother asked why I didn't want to go to sleep. And I said, because it's dull and because I'm enjoying myself having a lovely time. And she said, "You can have a lovely time when you are asleep." I didn't quite know what she meant until she pointed to my kilt, which was still lying by the edge of the pool, and went on, "Sometimes you wear that kilt, and sometimes you don't. Just because you haven't got your kilt on, it doesn't mean you have to be dull. When you want to get into the water, you take your kilt off. You love being in the water, don't you? Well, when you go to sleep, you take your body off and leave it in your bed. Then you go and have a lovely time. And you can do lots of exciting things you can't do when you're in your body, just the same as you can't go into the pool when you are in your kilt. Don't you ever have dreams?" And I said, "Of course I do." Then she told me that dreams were memories of things I did when I left my body asleep. When you are in bed, if you still want to bathe, you can leave your body there, which will please Mata, and you can come and play in the pool, which will please yourself. And in the dream country, water is just as wet, and you can have even more fun playing there than when you are awake. After she told me that, I thought I had been very silly to mind having to go to sleep. So I gave her lots of kisses and went to my room and told Mata I was sorry I'd been horrid. Then she stopped being a long way off like a pillar and became all near and friendly again. When Mother came to say good night, she sat beside me and stroked my forehead with her cool hand as her soft voice caressed me. "Sleep, my daughter, for the sun has drawn the curtains of the night, leaving the stars to watch you while you rest. The sails of all the river boats are furled, and the birds have folded their far-flying wings. Lion cubs are sleeping in their mother's warmth, and fish dream in the shelter of the reeds. The flowers breathe out their perfume on the dusk, and all is well, save the night-singing bird. So sleep, my daughter, and close your drowsy lids. Sleep with the world and let your spirit free." And I curled up in my bed and tried to go to sleep very quickly so as to get to know more about the dream country. I'm going to keep going and record chapter 4 right away, so see you guys there.